Capricorn, welcome back. This week I am doing love readings yet again. This will be for May 30th until June the 5th, 2021, and for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs in Capricorn should you cross watch. This is of course a general love reading, so it may not resonate for you, which is totally fine. Take the things that are for you today and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. I talked the last time that we did love readings about how love can be more diverse than just romantic. Sometimes these connections happen in our friendships, in our family relationships, and other platonic relationships that have love in them. I do firmly believe that soulmates come in many forms, not just our romantic partners. So consider that as you watch today, and if the reading does resonate for you, the lovers just flipped over in my hand. If the reading does resonate for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. All right, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Okay, interesting. Overall energy, Capricorn is the Devil. All right, maybe we're talking about toxic tendencies we have when we are in lust, in love, in our relationships, in our connections. We will find out. For them in this connection, Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Knight of Swords. So this person has been sitting on a feeling. I think for a little while they've had feelings brewing inside of them that have been slowly surfacing, slowly coming into their consciousness, really starting to fully recognize the power of what's been going on inside their heart. And something universe is putting in their path here to really make it very, very obvious. They're going to have an aha moment about what they're feeling and how they are expressing it, and it's going to result in an immediate need to go talk about it, to go share that information. So this may be finally recognizing that they have a big crush on you, or finally recognizing the impact that you've been having on them in some way, and then moving towards you very quickly in order to tell you, to share it. It's like as soon as they recognize it in the front of their psyche, they need to go talk about it. For you in this connection, Two of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Star. This is almost an energy of being willing to give up whatever you have in order to work towards that love, in order to work towards that right connection. I think this is probably somebody that you've had your sights set on for a long time, or you've been trying to get something going with for a long time. They have been your whole world in your mind, and you're willing to give things up to go after them. You're willing to put your ego aside to go after them. You're really willing to commit to the dedication that's required to really be with somebody else. Now, I don't know that this is all what we're actioning on, but this is like the level of commitment that you're carrying with you. There's definitely a lot of kind of frenzied energy between the two of you here. And when we come into the connection, we have Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So there's some kind of imbalance in the relationship here. Either you're not physically in the same place, or you can't physically be together for some reason. One of you definitely is feeling like you're in a position where you can't action on it yet. You can't move towards it. But what we're both after right now is that connection. We both feel like that is where things are going to happen for us that feel really positive, where we're going to feel our dreams coming true. We're going to feel like life is good and happy. So we'll do some clarifying to see how this is all going to maybe come together here for you, Capricorn. Some unrequited love going on here. Let's start with this Devil, though. This may be somebody you've had previous relationship with, where you have maybe a codependency that you know, continue to come back together, and then you have to break up for those same reasons. Not sure. Let's see. Whoa, yeah, Five of Voices just came out. Two of Voices, Nine of Inspiration. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like you're very reactive when you're together. You're very reactive around one another. You both feel like you have to be tense and at the ready to do something at all times. And there may be some issues with honesty between the two of you, with you being really honest and open about what you're feeling and what you need. Two of Voices here, though. One of you is very indecisive about if you're willing to move forward, if you're willing to try again, if you're willing to like give it another go. So I would say this is a relationship that's like on again, off again, or a friendship that's on again, off again, where you can't seem to fully commit to being with one another. Let's take a look at the Tower card for them. Queen of Materials, King of Materials, and the Lovers. Yeah, it's like they're having a full clarity of vision that you are their counterpoint, that like you are their soulmate, you are the one they need to be with. It's like they didn't recognize it. They didn't recognize the depth of their emotions until now, and now they have to go talk to you about it. Which is, you know, it seems to me with your energy that you're also kind of like on that same page with them. I'm not sure where this bit of drama and pain comes from. Let's look at your 10 of Wands here. Muse of Inspiration, 5 of Emotions, and the 9 of Voices. Yeah, Capricorn, I think you're the one that got hurt the most the last time that the two of you were coming together. So this is really challenging for you, just even like hearing from them, having them reach out to you, because I think they're going to reach out to you very out of the blue, right? With that Tower moment, it's a surprise to them. You saw them as your soulmate, and then like it had to end because it just wasn't working out. And I think you took with that a lot of hurt. There's been a lot of healing that you've had to, you know, do in order to move on from this, even though you've been holding them in your heart this entire time. So I think for you, there's probably some fear of falling back into that hurt, ending up getting hurt again. Ending up in a position where maybe they're not being totally honest with you about their feelings. It seems like perhaps that was the previous issue. It's taken them a while to recognize that you're the partner they want. Let's look at this 8 of Swords down here in the connection. 6 of Materials, 8 of Inspiration, and the Justice card. Yeah, the only way for this to move forward in a way that's going to feel really good for you here, Capricorn, is that you both equally have to give to the relationship. So perhaps previously the relationship was one-sided, very possible. Also, it doesn't seem that there was enough communication between the two of you. You need to air all the dirty laundry. You need to talk to one another. You need to rehash some of that old stuff that didn't go through. And it has to come from a place of, we need to deal with this in order to move forward together positively. With the Justice card coming up here, I think you will get the outcome that you both want, but that is only going to be predicated on if you're both willing to equally give and take, and if you are willing to have an open and honest conversation. There is potential here for this to go well. You obviously both have a lot of love for one another. You see each other as a counterpart that you need in your life. And it's like the breakup initially was very heavy for you, I think for these reasons, because you've just been carrying this person around in your heart for so long. So there is potential for this to come back together, but it has to come on the heels of having a really honest and open conversation with one another, and setting expectations for each other in the relationship about how much we're giving and what that looks like. How do we speak each other's love languages? We'll take one last message here. 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of passion between you and this other person. There is the ability for you to have a really stable, beautiful, lasting relationship with one another, but you have some issues that need to be sorted out first. There are obstacles and barriers in the way that you need to sort out, you need to be honest about and talk to one another on. Otherwise, I think there's just going to be a lot of defensiveness between the two of you. And if that's the case, it's not going to be a healthy relationship because everything is coming from a place of needing to protect yourself. So really keep that in mind. Communication and honesty is the only way forward here, okay? And Capricorn, I will remind you, like, you need to be open to not being rigid in this. You may need to be more flexible than you're used to, just to be able to like create a safe space for all of the conversation to happen. I hope this was helpful for you this week. If it was, do subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you, so comment down below, and I'll see you back here next week.